Поехали. Чики-бамбони. На деле вся эта сила — кусочек бензина. Не бачу. Все, пошло движение. Оп, спиздить. Вот так вот. Чекнем, что тут у нас. Ловкость имеется. Пенчик?
Henry, I was really worried about you. It's good she heard.
Thanks for putting in a good word. Lots of violence and death.
God damn! What happened?
Simply, it was just like the worst part came when the gate fell. It was as if the bloody gates of perdition opened for a moment. And hell surged.
Камбэкнула его этот. Зафлешбэкала, точнее.
But you wouldn't have changed anything there. There were too many of them. And when the whole street was thronged, there was no stopping it. All we could do... See, there's a...
Fucking... What about Licton?
He's fine. And he managed to get those mysterious...
Praise God. The main thing is...
No need to...
I beg to disagree. First and foremost, and second, a hunter can...
I'm on. Just a moment. Isn't it the same one you gave me in Rat?
Certainly not. This one's much better. When I found out that Yobs would gladly leave me locked up, and it was in...
That is...
It'd be quiet.
We only...
Yeah, but it don't tell. But first...
Че он нам дал? Какой-то лук. Лук Яна Птачка. 130. 130 урона. Ну, такая. Такое. Давай подождем, купим у корчмаря похавать. Все, Шмуль вернулся. Кто сказал? Корчмарь? Нет, это кузнец. Где корчмарь?
I apologize.
Оп, умылись. Ладно, еще часик подождем. С Жишкой надо говорить. Окей, говорим с Жишкой.
Can we start the meeting?
Aye, we're all waiting. Right, gentlemen. I think it's clear to all of you what a shitty fucking mess we're in. We were caught.
And they nearly fucking...
Yes, and they attacked...
Thanks a lot for reminding me. I almost forgot.
At least Henry here and Kubienka got most of the people out.
That's true. Good work, men. How did it all go down?
Well, to tell the truth, we got there before it all started in earnest. That's why we managed...
Lucky my arse. They thought they'd loot and torch the whole place, but we scared them shitless.
It is not...
Well, what do you have?
We shouldn't give up.
Except that Sigismund does the League of Lord, and what do we have? Fuck all! Come on, lads. Jobst will bring his army soon.
It might take weeks for them to arrive. Von Bergov will have found and caught us by then. We have to get rid of Von Bergov. It's because of him that we're in the situation we're in, after all.
You mean in the shit, Sir Hans? No need to mince words.
Бля, не знаю, чё и...
Von Bergov is just Sigismund's puppet.
Aye. It would be better to go straight after the most heavily guarded man in the kingdom. Brilliant idea, youngster.
Sigismund is out of reach, but perhaps we can get to von Bergov, and that should gain us some more time.
That fucker is Sigismund's right hand. So we'll chop it off.
Why kill him? You know what ransom we can get for that bastard.
Are you all fucking daft? Von Berger was holed up in Malashov, so unless any of you can fly, we can't get to him.
Oh, that's true. To take a cost like that, we'd need a dozen men, ladders, and maybe also a trebuchet.
There's no maybe about it.
So we steal the one von Bergov used at Nebakov.
Well, why don't we just steal all the silver from the Italian court and buy... Use your head before you...
Hang on. Maybe Janosch's idea isn't all that bad. I recently sent Catherine to spy on Sigismund's military camp near Opatovitz. She told me von Bergov has his cannon stashed away there. But it seems things are getting a bit out of hand there. So the Prague regiment he's in charge of is going to move it to Sedlets. And it might not be that well guarded along the way.
So we'll wait till they go through some ravine, and we'll shoot at them from the rocks. The way you...
I see you've learned something from me. But it's what we need is for one of us to get amongst the Pragas, so he can keep an eye open and tell us when they're moving.
And if we succeed, there's 5.5 of us. Even with a cannon, that's not a...
There's not much we can achieve.
But show me the fool who...
There's always a few mercenaries around, right?
And how are you going to pay?
That's enough. Von Bergov has to die. Painfully, and above all, as soon as possible. And if there are not enough of you, this might help.
Well, well. That's a sight for sore eyes. Why the fuck didn't you show us that earlier? We could have saved ourselves a lot of blathering.
We really appreciate it.
And we won't mind if you've got a couple of more purses like that.
If you will permit, monsieur, I might be able to contribute. I know a few. They may not be the La Cavalerie Royale, but for such a purse...
Ah, a company of mercenaries, a surprise attack, and a...
Oh, not so fast. We don't have the cannon yet.
Then we'll fucking we'll find a good spot for an ambush and send someone into the... What about you, Henry? You'll get yourself recruited into the Prague regiment, and when they take the cannon...
I can just see the look on von Bergov's face.
That's settled then. Henry will go to the... Catherine will tell you all you need to know. You'll find her in the... In the meantime, Ada here can go to Malashov and find out how von...
Za kogo ty mnie kurwa masz?
A lot of
Kogo
soldiers
ty
need
mnie
a lot
kurwa
to eat.
masz?
They'll have to stock up.
I'll go hunting. This tavern's...
And what are we?
We're going to prepare a warm welcome for the Pragas.
What do you say, Sir Hinek?
Well, what the fuck are you all sitting here for? Didn't you hear? The fun's about to start!
Hey, Henry.
Taking Malashov won't be easy.
You'll find out in good time, don't worry. First ahead, with a bit of luck, we'll get inside. What about
The camp.
Catherine? I don't.
All mushrooms from yesterday gone.
Henry, can I have a word?
Тачик хочет поговорить.
What do you make of this?
He's unquestionably a remarkable... He rambles on a lot, though. My head nip... Although it was better than being stuck there alone. Otherwise, he seems to me like a bold and, if a little...
I honestly can't. He's as full of tales as an old fish.
No one's... As for his constant chatter, yeah, and ideally not get locked up in one room with him. On the other hand, instead, he did the opposite and defended the town. Give him a chance to prove himself. You'll see...
I'll believe it when I... What happened when von Bergov hauled you off after the Nabat?
It was a dreadful journey. It was a bit better in Malashov. Apart from being locked up, of course.
Did anything happen?
No, but it took ages to get to Malashov. I was traveling with Von Owlet's minions. They hauled me in. They treated my wounds a bit, but I was still in a really bad way.
What did they do with...
Nothing much. They took care of my wounds, and then... But they treated me deep. Only I almost...
What
did I was actually... I'd have... and a butt.
Great.
You can be... I'll even...
Короче, листаем эти диалоги скучные.
What did...
Just the... They bit about...
And what...
No.
And did he...
I think he...
My work. For the mate.
Indeed. Henry!
Uh-oh.
Me? But you do. You need to relax a bit. Let your hair down. So it... Poaching's what commoners do. Not me. Come on. We promised Zhishka we'd find some meat for the mercenary. Except you're my pay. Don't make me...
Oh...
That's the... I found. I thought, what's more... Great.
Tankard of ale, thanks.
Где, сюда поедем? Дилиантив, чё ты не идешь, когда я тебя зову? Сразу выберем...
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Пожрать есть что?
Ah, can you smell that? Freedom!
I smell a big roe deer. Maybe even a stag.
How about a wager on who kills more game?
I'd rather not. You know how it ends up when we make bets.
If you're talking about the cock-up at the pond.
No, I meant that bet back in Ratai. When we made a bet to see who could bag more hares, remember?
Of course I do. I won.
In your dreams. I bagged twice as many hares as you, but I was talking about the humans who caught you and tied you to a tree.
Aye. That's something I'd rather forget. It wouldn't happen to us now, though. We're far too experienced. It's not long ago we were brawling in a tavern, and now look at us. It's amazing how much we've been through together.
Aye, right. We were nearly killed at the pond. We got into a fight at a wedding. A tower collapsed on us.
But we've also met some good people and fought for a good cause. Don't forget.
When we tell our story back at home.
The girls will be throwing themselves at us.
Don't you think you should take a break from the lasses? Remember how it turns out. A jealous husband nearly drowned you once.
Bloody arse and balls.
Yeah, and after that, there was the hacked-off butcher.
You mean when I was courting Carolina? That was your fault. You were feeding me the wrong verses.
Oh, sorry about that. But I hope you won't be so busy with wenches you forget your old mates.
No chance of that. The world's full of pretty wenches, but a good friend. Once you find one, you have to hold on to him. You remember what I told you before the Cumans caught me, don't you?
Припомним.
Something about minions, wasn't it? It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
That's right. And I'd say you're a lot more than just my minion these days. But that's enough chat. It's still a fair way to the camp. How about we go a bit faster?
Let's go.
Ну, наконец-то.
Wait, can you hear that? There are people in the camp.
Тут лагеря никакого нету-то.
Bloody hell. Soldiers. Sigismund's men, judging by the colours. Shit, there's a dead body. Over there, by the tree. A local hunter, probably. He must have stumbled across them. Those bastards will pay for this. We came here to hunt.
You sure? I'd rather not end up tied to a tree like you.
Come on.
All right.
What about me?
You'll be ready to back me up.
Oh, all...
Где они? Я никого не вижу вообще. Одного вижу.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson, asshole.
Да нет, ну что ты встал, блядь?
What do you want? Got it. He's dead.
Изи. Изи.
Die, you wretch!
Изи. О. Блять, я просто забрал все с него, да? Шапель тоже заберем. Поножи. В этих ничего интересного. Не понял. Слов чего полутать ничего нельзя, окей.
I've got to say, next time we go straight at...
Oh, it didn't exactly go well. Shouldn't we tell...
Why?
Do you want to... wiping out a band of siggers? It's not long ago. I wouldn't have believed we had...
You see?
What about...
Well, I suppose we should... They may have been bastards, but we shouldn't leave...
What now?
I don't know. But we promised to bring...
Oh, these fellas were just skinning...
All right? We'll go together.
Of course.
All right. You take care of...
Greetings.
Здравствуйте. Все, 100 хпшек. Отлично.
It's filthy again. Damn it. Here we are. Good.
Greetings to you.
Greetings, Captain.
Seem too bad.
Похаваем с котелочка. Оп. Оп. Ну все, хорош. Покушай супа. Я поел, я поел. Так, чё у нас там? Надо в лагерь Сигизмунды. Погнали вот сюда, здесь откроем точку. Так, давай, Вильянтив. Поехали. Подожди, нам отсюда быстрее всего будет добраться. Да что от Сухдола до сюда, по-моему, одинаково. Пиздец, купаться и Илюшу смотреть. Ну так все. Ты только сейчас это начал делать, я не понял. Ты всегда так должен делать?
Go! Go!
Quick!
Если бы ты меня не обижал, то всегда бы делал. Владик, это ты меня постоянно обижаешь, так что не надо ля-ля. Казалось ли, мы мимо волков только что пробежали? Там ни речек, ничего нету такого. Не, нормально.
Go! Go!
Quick!
Все, открыли здесь переход? Нет, не открыли, надо подбежать. Все, есть. Теперь можно и в лагерь Сигизмунды.
You silly doggy.
You silly doggy, да.
What break here?
I'm telling you, ain't I? Your men smashed all my pictures. And on top of that, they drank nearly a whole barrel of wine.
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Кто тут у нас сидит? Здравствуйте. Владик, ты примерно так же моешься?
What happened?
You're a...
No, of course. I only...
I'm sorry.
There was
A good...
No.
Pug. You have... That's...
Do you know?
I'm a...
Did you?
Not now.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No.
Henry?
Zizka sent me. Is there some...
Oh, by Christ. All right. But you better come this evening.
Сука, нельзя к нему запрыгнуть.
I'm sorry.
А что, меня кто-то покупает здесь, не? О, Катюха. Ага.
My God, what now?
О, может, со мной поиграете в эти кубики? Геральт писю моет. Вполне возможно. Короче, она сказала, приходи вечером. Я думаю, 9 это как раз вечер. Вообще не пахнет. Только надо вот так вот. Тогда чуть-чуть и пахнет.
I'm here.
Come.
Where's that?
Stop asking questions.
You want to talk here?
You said you wanted privacy, didn't you? If anyone sees us here, they'll think you're
Я
just another
Геральту потом
customer.
пойду писю.
And relax a
Правильно,
bit.
почему нет?
You're as stiff as if you were waiting to be branded.
How am I supposed to...
Come now, Henry. Don't say you've never had your...
I have, yeah. It feels a bit weird.
Oh, come now. You don't even about what I think I see in that tub.
Well, the water is pretty cold.
Of course it is. So, tell me quickly what you're doing here before you shrivel up entirely in the water. You say Zizka sent you.
That's right. It's about von Bergov's cannon and the Praggers who have it. I hear they're going to move it to Sedlets.
Aye, they have it. What of it?
We want to steal it on the way.
Have you all gone mad? Do you know how dangerous that is?
I know. That's why Zizka sent me here. I'm supposed to infiltrate the Praggers and make
Короче,
sure
хочет он
everything
именно
goes
внедриться
smoothly.
нормально.
So what do you need me for?
Information. When are the Praggers going to take the cannon to Sedlets?
That's what you're supposed to find out, isn't it? But it looks like they got held up for some reason. Sometimes I hear them complaining they should have been long gone by now.
Where is the cannon now?
In the upper part of the camp where all the local captains have their tents. They've put up a palisade around the entire hilltop. And the guard at the gate doesn't let just anyone in. And what's more, they say the whole camp's gunpowder store is there.
And you think it's in the store?
That's the only place it can be. I haven't seen it anywhere down here, but they won't let me.
Do you know anything about the...
Not much. I've heard they call it the Finger of God, and it costs a fort.
Who's in charge?
Ah, that's a pretty complicated question. They run the whole camp. Sigismund is holed up in Sedlets with his toadies and doesn't... The Cumans are under the command of a fellow called Chertan. Then there is Grozaf, who runs the camp. And then there are the Praggers.
What is...
Окей, узнаем у нее
He's
все
a reason.
эти.
Watch out.
This...
He
That...
can't...
Do you have...
But he's...
But what?
Then I
And what?
find out once.
Well, it all sounds pretty dangerous.
If you don't mess up, you'll have 1,000. Is there anything else you want to?
Do you?
That's
What's it like?
not really. You know, all
Is there
your mouth. Take all the. Be careful.
That's all.
No,
Только не говорите, что опять одеваться надо. Нет, слава тебе, Господи. Почему мы не можем ее трахнуть?
You said.
I.
What did you?
The other night,
Do you think?
judging that you know.
Is that
No,
a shit?
that's if. Yeah,
Did you?
not.
What did it?
Hungary.
When did?
About to. I haven't. What do you? That's not.
You got. You can't. If it is.
That might. You should.
All right.
Thank you.
What?
It's well. So see.
Ну идем, запишемся в войско.
Careful. I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing things I've seen.
I'll pay you for the work, then I'll fucking pay you.
Greetings. What do you...
Are you the one?
I'm only Crow to good friends. Which group do you...
Well, neither, I reckon. But I hope that'll.
You and a dozen other ne'er-do-wells. I've had fellas pestering me ever since Radovan let. Go and ask Gros... Lord Borumlaka, I mean. He's been taken on all... You'll fit him better.
Oh, that'd be a waste of my talent.
Oh, really?
I'm a blacksmith. That's useful, isn't it?
Aye, we need that. God knows we do.
I'm the best warrior far.
You? A warrior? Is there anything else?
I could spy for you.
That sounds pretty useful, true enough. But we don't do espionage. There's other people.
I know about herbs.
That kind of thing always comes in handy. We don't need another.
Oh, damn it, is that still not enough for you?
For you to stop hassling. You're a bit pushy for my life.
All right. I don't give a shit about your regiment, but I heard your pay is best. My parents left me with debts, and I don't know how I please.
All right. We lost a couple of men. You know what? I'll go and see Cats.
Who the fuck are you?
My name's Henry, sir, and I want to enlist.
So you turn up and expect us to drop to our knees in awe? Crow, why did you let this fucker in?
I thought you might want to... He may not know when to hold his tongue, but he said he knows about all kinds of healing herbs. That could come in handy.
Well, but we'll have to try you out first.
You're not going on about that stupid charter again, are you?
As many as it takes. So, what do you say?
Well...
Now that's what I call enthusiasm. Well, then, listen up, then. Some of our men have gone missing. 7 of them. They had a very important cargo they were supposed to take to Sedlitz.
Okay.
It seems they were last seen somewhere...
Hang on.
That's...
Isn't
that...
But the...
Some...
There's a...
What if...
Not if...
And what do you... What? And
well, Misha.
And your own...
Misha. He's been...
All right.
So, what do you... Try not...
Ебать, иди мне их искать нахуй.
Commander Katz sent me. I'm supposed to find the soul.
Yes. He's lying over there and will remain lying for long.
But I need to...
Then, when he was brought here, he was mumbling about some...
Isn't there anything we can do? What if we brew something with mint?
That is... One can make a decoction from Varelian and mint, which is called cocktail, but it must be very strong.
So what are you waiting for?
It is not a simple matter just to brew some potion and pour it down his throat.
I'll do it then.
You? It seems that you know a little about...
Fuck that. Katz gave...
Very well then.
Вот так.
Prague army wants to gamble with his soldiers' lives. My alchemical apparatus...
Рецепт петушка получен. Да, но у меня нет ингредиентов этих. Надо сесть, да, чтобы изучить быстрее.
Don't worry. You're not going to die.
Stop what you're doing with that lock right now. Surrender now.
I surrender!
Don't think I know.
All right, I'll...
Now show me.
All right.
Well, this is obvious. All right. That, but I don't want to see any.
Не понял, он мой панцирь снял с меня? Пошел он нахуй.
Command...
Yeah,
but
then when he was...
Isn't there... What if...
The one... But...
So what...
It is not... You. Very well. You need a few strokes of the whip. Don't worry. You're not going to die. Hold on. I'm just going to clean it for you.
Заново очки умений, прикольно.
Now. It's nothing too bad.
There's nothing going on.
Did someone knock me out? Who did it, damn it? Oh, my head.
Давай до 7 утра подождем.
Oh, you pooch.
Муса не торгует, блядь. Здесь же был какой-то торговец, а вот здесь. Что у него есть ингредиенты. Блять, все равно еще час надо подождать.
Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
Даже варить ничего не понадобилось.
All right. What, Mishek? Christ, can you hear me? Mishek, wake up! Oh, fuck
him. What potion did you give him, you fool?
Thanks for your help. I didn't learn much.
That is, I would not like for that poor fella to...
Пойдем, там разузнаем, что да как.
What the fuck are you doing here? Get lost if you value your life!
Calm down. I just want to talk.
What do you want then?
I've only come for one...
What fucking doc? Hold on. You mean that doper deli? A fella hopes to get his hands on something worth running off for. But all dead.
Cat sent me.
Cats? We thought he'd see sense and leave us be when none of the fools he...
Now, there's no point dragging this out.
And you'll leave us be.
Go wherever you like. I just need the pot.
All right. It's up and you never saw it. About time.
Да, ну как сюда зайти?
Get out of here, Mutt. No one wants to hear your barking. Such a naughty dog.
Грамоту прочитаем. Это бесполезная хуйня, ну ладно. И спать, и есть хочет, и все, что хочешь. Блять, и вот лошадь моя стоит до сих пор здесь.
I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing things I've seen and experienced.
I'm sorry.
I'll beat you.
Половцы пиздятся.
Silly doggy.
Taken on a new fella.
The fucking camp's full to bursting as it is.
You really won't have anything to drink?
You know it is forbidden.
I've come about that.
Have you got it?
Yes.
By Christ, Henry. All them men could... And the soldiers who were taking it to Sedlitz? Did you find...
Aye. But they weren't planning to go to Sedlitz. They...
Horsons. Well...
they're still at the sawmill, as far as I know. I managed to
Doesn't matter. We'll send the cavalry troop after them. We'll tie the bastards behind the horses and drag them here. So My Christ, that's your mission accomplished then. You're one of us from here. Take our life. And you know what?
So we can move out from the camp at last?
First things first. You know the first thing every real gets. Musa, did you hear that? Henry found that damn document for us.
And what about the deserters?
I'll take care of them, don't you worry.
And what now?
The sooner the better. Don't tell me you'll miss me.
It is just that you have not finished telling me the story.
Really? All right, but telling a story. You too.
As you command, sir.
Long live the... At last, I don't have to drink alone.
Alcohol and gambling may have their uses, but they are also sinful. And I mean, look at yourself. A man should have 4 humors in his...
You're no saint yourself. I've heard from the bathhouse wenches.
Every creature is beautiful and noble. For Allah...
You've got a way with words, I'll give you that.
I simply...
But I...
Now, why...
That's...
Careful.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
We'll see.
I won. At...
Oh.
Come now. Now for...
Ты пьешь с врагом.
And so St. George hops on his white steed, and he rides to the lake, where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur that's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Sir Knight, I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse?" I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chatan. He leads the humans.
He has been stabbed. Тут спасение. Kitchen authorized.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Will someone please explain to me what the fuck is going on here?
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Quick, before it's too late.
Вот и
I'll help you
пушечка.
with him. You two, go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it?
Вот и пушечка нашлась.
What are your orders, Lord of Burblaka?
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
That never would have occurred to me. We're lucky to have you.
Don't make me mad. If your men had done their sentry...
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry.
All right. You search this...
Right now? What good can you do there?
Do what I said and don't concern yourself with me. I'll go where I want.
Fine. Got a hell for... So, Churchan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't do a fucking... I'd like to hear any suggestion.
We have to tell someone. Let's leave for Sedlets first thing in the morning.
Have you lost your fuck? If Sigismund finds out what happened, he'll throw us to that Kuman rabble. We're gonna have to sort this out. Soldiering was different in my...
Нормально он выдал.
You know what, soldier?
All right.
What do you fucking mean, rats? Fucking drinking until all slaughtered.
And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to? Catherine was right. I'll never get such a massive cannon out of here. I have to get cats to move it out of the camp somehow. Oh, there's powder all over the place. One spark and the whole store would be blown sky high. Are the soldiers really so lax? Or could there be more to it than that? Right.
Did you?
No.
Oh, let's hope Chertan can tell us something. Come on.
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up.
What? Musa?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off. He took one of his pagan potions.
Can someone explain what?
Chertan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was but he could not be more wrong.
How dare you!
Calm down, sir.
When Chertan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. But what was not usual was that he started vomiting.
What nonsense is that?
Someone must have poisoned the wine while I was not looking.
Oh, he was hiding under the table waiting for you to turn your back, was he?
Where did you get the wine from? I thought you'd...
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. It is not all that common in my country. But I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. I tried other alcohol as well. But drinking mead makes my patients worse.
That's enough! Keep an eye on this fiend's...
Wait, sir. I have no idea what happened here. But Musa is definitely innocent. Chertan was stabbed first, wasn't he? And Musa was with me in my tent when that happened.
So, he's in league with someone else?
With one of the half-wits here? I doubt that.
Are you sure you're not...
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you, but that doesn't mean I don't have my...
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Chertan, he must have known that suspicion...
The lad's right.
Might I say a word about this matter?
You can be glad you're not in irons.
Please, sir. Give me some time, and I will bring to you the real murderer. We won't leave this place until we clear this up. You have my word.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile. Are you yanking my...
But, sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his... He'll deal with him. And my...
Where do you think you're going, Henry? And talk.
Well, sir, I may not understand what all this is about.
I'm glad we see it. That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But what do I know about that?
What is this royal...
He's a crown official who makes sure the law's enforced in this land. His people catch and try all. Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard he's put Stever of Stevers. And if that's true, and Gorzov brings him...
Who is this?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns half of all. You don't get that kind of wealth by being...
You really don't have any idea...
How could I? We should...
But Grozov has him under guard.
And there's no way I can get... But you...
Me?
Who else? I need help. Someone I can trust. You have to get rid of the guard somehow.
All right.
I'm not sure. Grozov, then he...
All right.
Good night, and Henry.
Okay.
up, you bastard! No.
But I'm Moose's assistant, and I need his advice.
Oh.
Huh.
That's what you...
I heard someone was threatening me, but you didn't hear it.
Mother of...
Look, why don't you go
and leave him...
Henry?
No, to hell with Grozov.
I truly appreciate that. But Tinja Sireye...
What?
It is a proverb from my country.
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table, then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shit soon after.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borum Laka arrived.
Did Chertan...
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought.
What about that one?
Lord Grozov poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us?
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink. Even it smelt and looked the same, as always. Perhaps it was...
Where was the wine?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Catherine.
Catherine?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the wine must have been poisoned.
All right.
I have done some thinking about that. After the best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. If we discover...
Well, wouldn't it be enough?
You would be surprised, my friend. I may not be an expert, but what is more, you cannot just run around the camp.
How can we...
That is not hard. I examined the dead body. That is...
And could I help? Can't be that.
Certainly not. Why study something for years? I'm sorry. That the first thing to do is to go to Chertan's corpse. You must... Indeed, you can't...
Oi!
Exit the chest.
You have a whole...
I bought, but please.
Right. Who do you...
I have... Who do you...
Oh.
I have...
Well...
I think, and because someone...
Well...
I am very...
You'd be...
Thank you, and even if...
You again? Once more...
All right.
Move your...
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
И прочесть книгу о ядах надо.
I'm as hungry as a wolf. Was it you who found...
Aye.
I need to ask you a...
I don't know nothing.
You really didn't...
Are you deaf?
No, I believe...
Well...
What's possible?
It's possible we... Oh, crud. No! We'd have noticed if anything happened there. But before Chetan's...
What did you do when you found...
It all happened so fast.
Crow?
Aye. He heard the racket and came to see... If it wasn't for him...
How...
We heard... And now...
There...
Him. The better thing... I'd...
I feel quite hungry. Right, I've learned something about poisons. Now I should examine Chertan's body. All right, early I can't see no signs of poisoning. Coughed up some blood, all right. But you... That's a nasty wound. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp? Instead of... belly... Almost everything is... I can't see anything ripped or sliced. Whoever killed him... It looks horribly ripped. Nothing strange. And what's this here? Something that looks... completely rigid. I've heard it happens to the dead, but That much? That'll have to do. He had spasm. He shot himself. Warts or lesions, as red as a poppy. I mustn't forget anything.
Давай у входа к Мусе сохранимся.
You silly doggy.
Prepare to fight! You might as well give up, fucker!
Calm down!
No
I
surrender!
surrender!
The pillory's too good for you. I'll chop you up on the spot.
I read that book of yours.
What do you mean?
The potion is called Kiss of...
This name means nothing to me. But if you think the symptom, are you sure it was that poison?
Absolutely certain.
All right. Now.
You
wait.
Я наугад нажал просто.
Of course.
First, you should know that I am... Even so, you have done more...
That's a good thing.
Of course it is.
I don't know what you thought, but you think I'll...
I was just hoping you would trust me enough to tell... Who are you?
I've no idea.
Even if I tell you...
No. I'm just carrying...
If you say so. But...
I think I'll just go...
Good luck. I am...
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
What are you skulking around for, you crook?
Ну пошли
I
по
feel
порядку.
quite hungry. Beautiful, but empty. No poison. Weaving something like that must have been one hell of a job. I wouldn't mind a piece of that. There's nothing here. Moose is definitely not to blame.
Пойдем в центр.
Good to see you.
God be with you. He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozov's fallen on hard times. That's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he? I should eat something.
I'm always glad to see polite people. Like you.
The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Oak. And dry as a bone. Nails. Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt.
Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death.
Well, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. Just a broom. Nothing out of the ordinary. Ugh, stinks of vomit.
Ну и что дальше делать?
Where the hell did a common soldier get so much money?
Привет, и тут еще стример. Да-да, здорово. Тут еще. А куда я денусь? Хочу, чтобы подписался с Ютуба. Очень надо-то. Так. Теперь нам надо подождать и похавать, да? Покушали, покушали. $6 340 000.
Getting quite tired.
I have an idea. Get together a few.
Good idea. Grozov has forbidden such things.
Getting quite tired.
Greetings.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Right.
In the mean...
Well then, gentlemen. But before we get started, I have to say you've
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned...
Only your soul...
There are always problems.
Musa... Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you...
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers.
Let him speak then. I'm sure... Tell me.
Well, that's simple, sir. That doesn't prove it.
Do you think I stabbed him?
Musa of Mali will remain silent.
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while.
I find that... But if it was...
Chertan was killed by our corporal.
What?
Me? Fucking hell, Henry.
Crow? That's right, sir. He's Katz's right-hand man. I bet they're both mixed up in it.
Nobody asked for your opinion, but I am eager to hear yours, lad. And start at the beginning. What happened that...
Crow broke.
Set fire to.
There was powders. Crow scattered the powder.
Anyone could have done that.
Stop listening to peasants like you two. What happened next?
Yes, sir.
It seems...
Crow definitely poisoned.
It is not impossible. I had to go and...
You're not gonna take this. Ha! Even if that happened to be true...
You brewed it yourself. I found rosewater, nails, and oak bark, and that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
You fucker! I don't have any of those things!
That's enough. I've heard all I need to know.
What?
Zagrosov,
Leave...
don't make this hard.
You whoreson! Fuck you, whoreson!
Well, Lord Stieberitz, I'd say we've cleared everything up.
True. Get rid of the body outside the camp. And I apologize.
My head will remain on my...
You needn't have been afraid of that.
I wouldn't laugh so much if I were you. You aren't up to running the camp.
What?
Exactly. And look...
You can't do that.
Indeed, I can. I will live in the royal tent. I'm sure.
It's all yours. We won't be staying much longer anyway.
As you command, sir.
Then I do command, soldier.
Have I got time to stop by the baths?
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark.
Погнали к Катерине, быстренько заскочим.
Excuse me?
Excuse me, ебать.
I could use some sleep.
What are you... I won't have you causing trouble. Cough up some...
No, you're right.
That's more...
Чуть-чуть
It
поспали,
happens.
заебись.
Just watch where you're going next time.
It's happening.
At last.
Tell Zizka everything.
I will. But be careful once it all starts.
Could use some proper care.
Дорота, ты не хочешь меня намылить случайно, не?
What are you... I won't have you causing... Cough up some...
No, you're right.
That's... And don't do... It happens.
На
Just watch
20
where you're
грошей
going
мозги
next
не
time.
Do
еби.
you find whistling like that fun?
Теперь наверх.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Aye. Coming right up.
Good day.
Greetings.
All right, I'm ready.
The sooner the better. Deserters. I still can't believe the crowd betrayed us. Why the f...
Ah, don't worry about it.
In any case, the company's missing a corporal now. You may be new, but you've been a real help to me.
It's an honor to be...
But you won't accept...
It just strikes me as a lot of responsibility.
And how the fuck will you get Well, let's leave it be now. Otherwise... Said let's...
Погнали.
So the devil jumps him from behind a tree. But Pa, who's already got his blood up, just grabs him by the horns, wrestles him to the ground, and then starts giving the devil such a hiding. The fur is flying off. Wait, fellas. After Pa was done with him.
Что, пацаны, не ждали?
You should have fucking stayed out of it.
Come and get another!
Leave him alone! No for those fancy moves!
Ты издеваешься, блядь, он опять ребята умеет.
Are you waiting for me to die of old age, coward?
Help me! He wounded me badly!
I'm not afraid of anyone but God.
Stand up to us!
Ein anderer ist tot.
Ah, verdammt, ich brauche eine Bandage. There, this should stop the bleeding.
Так, ничего интересного, да? О! О!
You fucking...
Calm down, or you'll faint again.
What now? The commander should fall with his... Kiss your ass goodbye. Choose...
Сюда. 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 А, ну все, ничего такого. Смотрим. Хуже, хуже. Хуже. Один шнапс остался, кстати. А, что там у него за оружие было, вопрос. Сильный парень тут был. А, все нормально там, окей. Клюв ворона.
There.
What's the matter?
Oh, it just doesn't seem right. What we did to...
Not people, trust me. You'll sleep a lot better. By the Brabant has already brought up his promised reinforcement.
What are they like?
Well, you're...
Yeah, that's...
To the top.
Seems like we poked a hornet's nest with that ambush, eh?
We did. And that means the Devil's Den won't be so...
Another reason not to stick around there.
Well, we're in luck. Ada's just returned from a scouting mission, and he says von Burkov's at the castle.
And what about Brabant's men? You were saying...
I just don't trust them somehow. But I'll admit that Frenchman surprised me.
We'll see how they fare in battle.
Indeed we will. Get ready, and...
Well, I don't know. At least there was only one man ogling me.
Did you?
What was I supposed... Have you come...
Oi, here it is.
Ah, can't be helped, I suppose.
Are you coming with us to Malashov?
And what would I do?
What's wrong?
Am I...
If you're talking... What did he...
That... my...
We must defeat...
Aye, there's...
Look, if...
Who...
Everyone... What's the matter?
Я понял, пошла нахуй, Катерина.
I feel quite hungry.
What do you know about the...
You're asking the wrong...
Do you think we stand...
Well, although...
How's that?
Or at... And I'm...
What What awaits?
A short but nonetheless day. Things go to fuck. So prepare well.
I'm ready.
Good. In the
I'll wait with...
I'm not the one.
Надеюсь, он от голода не умрет. А, можно будет тут похавать, не?
So I say him, what do you expect? Where do you drink like fish? Fish is not able...
And then he threw you out?
No, he can...
Ah, vous êtes là. What is happening, Capitaine?
A mam nadzieję, że kurwa przeżyjemy.
Pojebało-cię.
Enough of the chit-chat. I want to know if we're gonna get to work.
We shall. No reason to wait. From Berghoff.
So tonight.
Before dawn. Even the dogs will still be snoring.
I can't wait.
Sorry to disappoint you, Hinnock. I need you in the village.
Oh, fuck. I was looking forward to that kind of...
Hey, Kubienka. You were in the artillery in Sempak, weren't you?
Yes, but in the guard detail. I don't know shit.
Huh? I believe I might be of assistance, mes amis.
You've already helped quite enough, Frenchmen.
The Duc de Bourgogne once showed have...
Is that so, Baron? Do you know how...
Oui. If I have a few strong...
All right. Kubienka will go with you. The rest of us will split into two groups. The second group will enter the village from... That'll be your job. Set fire to a... You get me, Devil?
Oh, aye. A good old blood.
And the rest will... Malashov is only a handful of cottages and a tavern. Fortunately, Kunzlin's fortress is a bit beyond the village.
Fuck. Looks more like a small castle.
Aye, it's well fortified. It's got a moat, 2 gates, and a big tower. That's where von Berghoff will be.
And don't forget the drawbridge and the secret passage.
Korytarz był zamknięty, byłem tam.
Aye, it's to be expected they'll seal off the passageway, so we have to get inside, over the bridge. You and Capon will deal with that, Henry. You two know it better from inside.
Damn. That'll be as hairy as the balls.
Aye, it won't be easy. We have to get to the tower whatever happens. And if it all works out, well...
God willing, he'll be sleeping like a log.
And another thing, the Devil's Den is no longer safe. So after the attack, we'll pull back to Suchtal Fortress.
Any place better than that shithole.
You're right there.
Abbas, no doubt Peter of Pisek will be delighted to welcome us.
Peter is Pisek.
He wants to fight Sigismund. Well, here's... Any question?
Everything is...
Glad. Hitch up, men! Let's take advantage...
Погнали.
Kurwa.
Don't know whether he sprayed me with blood or piss.
What, are you mad? We were only supposed to stir things up.
What did you think we'd do? Get drunk with them?
Torch the village.
No prisoners.
Look, just wait a moment.
Какой поджечь деревню, ты, сука?
What is it, youngster? What's the problem?
Do we have to burn down the whole village?
What of it? Can't you carry out a simple task?
I don't know if...
Listen, von Berghau's in that fortress full of men. When they see the fire, they'll run out to extinguish it. They won't be expecting us. I never put my men's lives on the line.
You're right.
So, let's go and do our job. And if anyone runs for the forest, let them go. Leave them be.
Can't help anyone anyway.
What you keeping at? We've a job to finish. Get to it. I'll be watching you. See whether you do what you're supposed to.
Let's go. Everyone to me.
I'm here now.
How did it go? Oi. Now we'll go for von Berkhoff. So, we still have help will soon arrive from the fort. We'll hide on both sides of the road. With that, the trap will have been sprung. And von
I understand.
Good.
Quiet now, fellas. Don't stick your head down. Wait for orders.
Later, not now.
Зарядим рушницу пока. Да, блядь, можно хоть кого-то выбрать?
The trap was sprung.
And those poor wretches are in...
We're in up to our ears, Sir Hans. It's almost your time. You need to...
It's still dark.
I'll go with them.
I appreciate it. This is not for you.
Easy, Father. We're trying not...
I'm giving them my best men. That'll have to do, friend.
Here I am. Kalani, we got leather. And other go ahead to...
Good, Janosch. We'll take care of the drawbridge. And you...
And then we'll storm in there.
I understand.
Exact.
Good luck, Phil.
Погнали.
Good. The guards are busy with the fire in the village on the other side. Let's go, fellas.
That is a good place.
There? Really?
Yeah, there.
Neck fray and do it already.
I need something to eat.
Climb up the ladder.
I must be mad. Never mind. Strange. Alert! Alert! Come on! Bring it back!
Occupy this place quickly! Kill any man who doesn't surrender! All got lost, boys! But still have that cannon! Now I'll show you! You asked for it!
That's it!
You'll be sorry! Take cover behind the wagon! Hear me? Behind the wagon! What is that Frenchman doing? Hold on! What the hell? Will he hit something? Shoot now! Right! We're being served to them with ladder! They're shooting us! Shooting a barrel! For Christ's sake! Get on with it! Hold the line! Don't retreat! All got lost, boys! We still have that cannon! We just have to hold on!
Fuck! I can't see him!
No! Damn it! What is that Frenchman doing? Can he hit something already? Hold on! Can he stand?
Невозможно попасть.
Get on with it! Kurva! They're shooting us!
Бомбарда пошла.
We can't take much more of this. Can't those idiots hit anything?
Give them time! They're all out of time!
Easy.
Let's go!
Hold up! To the top!
Погнали. Заряжаем рушницу, короче.
Let's go! Quick! Forward! Forward!
You fuck with the wrong man, friend.
I'll be gone.
Let him have it!
Keeping you.
I can't get the devil's waiting for you.
Show your stuff.
He's there. I'll hang you to the river.
Let's go, Francisca. Find things up here. Have to discuss what to do next. Ada!
You still
Someone
alive?
get an axe and
Seems
turn
so.
this fucking door into
I'd
splinters.
love to see you are too. Come quick. We have to go and see Zizka. Come on, Henry. Zizka, fast! We have to discuss what to do next. It's not finished yet.
What will we do now?
Everything's fucked.
Von Berghoff is holed up in the tower. He has shooters there, and
We'll have to parley with him.
Oi. We're not gonna give...
That's right. We're going to have a nice little talk with the Royal Chamberlain. Hey, you! Up there in the tower! We want to talk!
Listen! Stop shooting!
Now we'll see what von Berghoff comes up with.
Fuck all! He's trapped!
Chamberlain, you are surrounded! I propose you honorably capitulate!
He doesn't have a drop of honor in him.
Ah! Would you give me one reason why I should do that, Pirkstein? I'm quite comfortable here. I will gladly wait for my allies in Kuttenberg to arrive. You can talk to them. Ah! And you're making a lot of noise.
Is there a point to any of this?
I agree. There is no point. And on top of everything, it is absolutely inappropriate in the presence of a noble lady.
Rosa Retard.
Lord Capon! Henry!
I don't know why we can't make a deal.
How is that?
We'll get money and free the king, and you'll have time to change sides once things with Sigismund go to hell. And since you're our prisoner, you won't lose face in the eyes of your League of Lords or Sigismund. And you can still settle your difference.
Damn it. All right.
Can you give me any guarantees?
Why, of course. Nothing will happen to...
Your word, Bjergstein?
We're not barbarians, we're noblemen, Sir Otto. Your dead body would be worth...
Ha! How sincerely simple, huh, Enoch? But yes, I can trust you. When it's...
Fine! But what will it be, Lord von Berghoff?
You have convinced me. You're right. It is not... On the contrary. By becoming allies, we can all gain. Ensure peace. Very well. We are...
Отлично.
Ah. How fickle Lady Fortune is. First you're on top, and then you hit the bottom. Who would have thought back in the Barkov how things would turn out? Come on.
Move.
What? Did you think I'd have you tortured like you did to me?
Time to settle accounts. You will pay for what you have done.
No! He's under my protection.
He's a murderer. He deserves to die.
Nobody's going to be killed here.
Fuck! That was a blast. My skull's ringing.
The way that Brabant loaded the last shot, it nearly blew his French ears off. It is wonder that Fop survived it.
You got lucky today. You won't next time.
Для тех времен у них у всех зубы хорошие, все белые.
The finger of God is fucked, Otto. Sorry, that must have cost a king's ransom. Oh, my lady! Anyway, I think we're all done here.
We have what we came for. Load up the wounded, and anything of value, they're ready to leave.
Странно, что они его не связали, ничего.
You go ahead. I'll just have a look around here.
All right, Henry. Take care.
А этот все сын, блядь. Ста гроши поснимаем с них, да и все. Палаш за 150. Ебать тут нахуй. Хаванина должна быть. Хрен беру. Капусту сюда. Да, забаррикадировались. Теперь туда нельзя пройти, а? Там было много чего спиздить. Сыр. Сюда его.
Here, Mutt.
Поехали в Сухдол. Ой, блядь, продолжать путь, конечно. Ой.
Quick, go! Ja! 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 Easy, good horse. Oh, whoa. I'm not sure you.
Look, I believe.
So?
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up.
Keep getting. What'll it be?
I'd like to.
What'll it?
I could use the company.
Don't worry. Once my girls get their.
I can't wait.
Great.
I'll gladly.
Great. My girls would.
My God, that was really something. You'd better warn me next time. I'm not much of a swimmer.
Не понял ее юмор, ну да ладно.
Christ, pardon me. I apologize.
Да, ничего страшного.
Careful.
Is Von Burgo?
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves.
Нас ждет плохая концовка, вы хотите сказать? Я надеюсь, что тут одна единственная концовка.
Congratulations, Sir Knight. You finally become a man. War is a nasty business. But I see that no longer bothers you. I'm pleased you took my lesson to heart. You can't kill me. You're the same as me.
Right.
Oh yes, my family was slain too. By the Turks. I felt just like you do. And Eric went through the same thing. That's why I took him in. We're one big family. Of orphans. Well, of course you do have a father. Although he's not gone so far as to give you his name.
Нормально нас накрыло.
Excuse me. Careful.
No, I mean the bit about shagging the nuns. Sedlets is...
God bless you, sir.
I'm asked.
If it's... God be with you.
Кто-то не хочет с нами поговорить, нет? Жаль.
Careful.
Невозможно.
I'm sorry.
What a day that was. You silly doggy.
Всякий хлам надо скинуть. А, ну все.
Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Подождем еще чуть-чуть.
Is von Berg...
You came at the right time. We're just a...
Welcome to Sukdol, Lord von Berghoff. Despite the circumstance...
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had to endure from Zizka and Kunstadt, your good manners are...
I'll do my best to make your, involuntary...
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir Peter?
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks. He's a captive, not some busty wench. It'd be quicker if I just beat it.
Hold your horses. That's true. Even though I'd be only too happy to...
Why the fuck should I care about that?
When it comes down to it, the word of a nobleman is an oath before...
Fuck this shit. The longer I listen to this bastard...
Instead of these pathetic threats...
Shut your trap, Otto. Right now you're nothing. You lost a nice coat.
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to have someone to take care of the running of conquered fortresses?
Shut up, damn it! We're asking the questions.
Really? Then why have I not... And what a I am a pragmatic man. And I'm sure we can work something out.
He's right. Apart from von Aulif's, he's Sigismund's closest. We should try at the peace...
You're buying that. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now...
Jobst wants to come back here. After he...
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move. I thought...
See? Fortune is turning her back on you people. If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it.
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown is still... Although, I expect you people had...
Oh. What situation?
In the shit, Lord Trotznov. In the shit.
Lord
So,
Trotznov?
a sensible person should seize every opportunity that presents itself. Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message with an offer of...
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
A wise decision.
But suspicious.
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I've only ever wanted what is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, and it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. He's in trouble, both here and in Hungary. The army is not getting paid, morale is poor, and the Kuttenberg miners are rebelling, so the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pigsty, eh?
Naturally. And together we can even set fire to this pigsty, as you put it. If you want my advice.
I'm all ears, sir.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping is the royal treasury at the Italian court. If he were to lose his silver, he wouldn't be able to pay his soldiers, and would have...
We're supposed to rob the Italian court.
The most secure place in the town?
Of course. And while you're there, you can also...
My father.
Lord Pisek, as the former mint master, you must surely know of some...
There is no way. The court's an impregnable fortress.
Really? What about tunneling in? There are hundreds of tunnels beneath the...
That's total mad. There might be some passageway leading there, but no one knows those old tunnels now. Besides, they might collapse at any time. One could easily...
That can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk.
What? There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where...
God and me.
Oh. Pardon me, milady.
Not all young noble women devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Routards. So in the past we had a secret underground entrance built into its crypts, and St. James's is right next to the Italian court.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh?
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Routard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the walls at...
That sounds almost...
You took the word. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court.
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it...
So we need someone who can help us on the inside.
Ясно,
Someone
это
who'll
буду я.
distract the guard.
What about Ulrich Vavak? If we threaten him a little...
Most importantly, he's got the Mint Master's key. But I wouldn't advise you to rely on the help of that...
Nor would I.
Christian? He can be hard to deal with sometimes. He'd be taking a big risk. And besides, I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope.
There is one other possibility.
Oh? What's that, Sir Otto?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here.
Who? Do you mean... Surely not.
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about? Speak.
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome.
What's that got to do?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court? No one knows them. No one has ever seen them. And very few understand their language.
Well, bugger me. This is starting to sound fucking good.
What? What do you mean, take their place?
Why not? I had a feeling you were not concerned about a few corpses. At Maleshov.
Jesus. Get a grip, fellas. Do you... Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit and...
St. Joseph. Where will we find that legate? He's good. We'll send Catherine there to have a look.
And then...
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me. I know Latin, and I could explain to him what we need. Maybe we can persuade...
He'll tell us to kiss his ass.
Sir Hinek, never underestimate the power of Sweden.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian cardinal. It'd be better if we made him take us with him, as his retinue.
But what do we do with the legates?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of place there.
All right, let's say we get inside.
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin, me? You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you...
May God look the other way.
Meanwhile, the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside.
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon.
What if the legate...
Well, we can always beat him up. Take his clothes like Godwin, eh?
Hold on.
Nobody's asking you to. We'll work on the legate so he agrees to take us in with him.
All right.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion to begin with. Henry, you go to the town and squeeze...
Most importantly...
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and may be guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you, and break the gate.
That's true, milady.
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know it like...
No offense, my lady, but you'll...
Чё, взять ее с собой?
She's coming with me. Nobody knows...
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need route...
All right. And no dawdling. You should be on the road tomorrow at the latest.
That's that.
Пошли, Роза.
It looks like the two...
Lucky me.
Aren't you looking forward to...
You're observant.
He didn't come to capture you?
No. After what...
How do we...
At midnight, you climb onto the battlements. Turn on your...
What?
I've told you, haven't I?
Are you ready to go?
One more thing. Do you remember how...
Well, how about that? I almost forgot. Here it is.
Better late than never. Thanks. Maybe you aren't a completely hopeless case. Perhaps I could help you with...
Shall we go?
There's no point.
All right.
Well, here we are. I'm not keen on going...
Are you afraid?
Of the dark? Me? I'm not a little girl.
Well, we'll just have...
Где мы находимся, надо посмотреть, чтобы это запомнить.
Usually there's only a small trickle running through here. The water must have risen.
How far away is it anyway?
Soon there'll be a fork, and from there it's only a short distance. You'll see.
And where does the passageway end?
In the cellar, conveniently enough. It's always best to arrive inconspicuously. Startled me. Anyway, what's Lord Capon's problem with underground passageways? When I mentioned it at Sukdal, he looked like he was about to faint.
While they were defending the Barkov, he got buried under the rubble from a demolished tower.
Oh my god!
He was lucky to survive it. I still remember him calling for help. He was scared to death. There was nothing we could do. That's when he was captured by von Berghoff. Since then, he's not comfortable with tight spaces.
Sorry. I was a silly goose to bring it up.
Давай загрузимся секунду. Почитаем ее книгу.
You silly doggy.
Нахуй ты мне нужен?
It looks like...
Luck.
How did...
At midnight.
What?
I've told
Aren't you...
you're a...
He didn't...
No. After what?
Are you ready to go?
One more thing.
Well, how about...
Better late. Maybe you aren't a completely hope. Perhaps I...
We've got to get to work. We've got to sort out our equipment. Aren't we making a mistake?
Usually there's only a small trickle running through here. The water must have risen.
How far away is it, anyway?
Soon there'll be a fork, and from there it's only a short distance. You'll see.
And where does the passageway end?
In the cellar, conveniently enough. It's always best to arrive inconspicuously. Oof, startled me. Anyway, what's Lord Capon's problem with underground passageways? When I mentioned it at Sukdol, he looked like he was about to faint.
When we were defending the Barkov, we got buried under the rubble from a demolished tower.
Oh my god!
He was lucky to survive it. I still remember him calling for help. He was scared to death. There was nothing we could do. That's when he was captured by von Berghoff. Since then, he's not comfortable with tight spaces.
Sorry, I was a silly goose to bring it up. Oof. Well, we have to get to the other side somehow.
Everything all right?
No.
I hope you don't expect...
I most certain. Unless you want to prove to me that you
Well, so what?
That may be so.
Well...
Maybe there is something knightly about you, after all. I'm waiting. Is that how you carry a lady, you oaf?
Well, don't complain. No one ever taught me how to do it.
And it shows. Oof. Be careful.
It's just...
Ah! You clumsy oaf. Have you got two left hands? Leave me be. I'll walk on my own 2 feet.
Куда тебя, блядь, суку? Чтоб не пиздела. Что, пройти не можешь? Иди давай.
voices. Looks like we've got company. And not welcome company, I reckon.
Look at all this mess.
This doesn't look like the work of a Vax.
They're acting like they own. If Pa were to, we must get.
What do you mean?
You killed most of von Bergov's garrison at Malashov, and now.
My. How quickly. What's the difference between those ragamuffins upstairs?
But this is.
Folk who have nowhere to.
You're right. But they can't stay here either.
So you want me to get rid of them? But what will you do?
Don't you worry. You don't have to hold my hand. Do you see this ivy here? It goes all the way up to the window of my... I bet that riffraff didn't find... If I climb up there, I can cover you from a...
If you say so.
All right.
All right then. Here we go. I hope Rosa can aim well.
Who's useless here, you muckball?
Oi, where do you think you're going?
You're trespassing. This place belongs to the House of Ruthard.
You're wrong, friend. The Rutards have finished in this town. We own the place now.
What are you gonna do about it, fucker? You're mine.
Rosa?
You want to try?
Rosa!
What do you want?
I surrender.
Shit!
Enough.
I've been waiting for you. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker.
Are you all right?
I am. For now. Are you all right, Henry? I think I hit...
Stop shouting.
There are.
What?
Someone's trying to...
Damn it.
Be careful.
Load your crossbow.
I barricaded the door.
What a mess.
Goodbye.
Show what you're made of. No. No surrender. Little pit.
What's that sound?
Fuck you, whoreson.
Rosa? It's me.
Henry, are you all right?
I'm in one piece. Rosa?
Are they gone? All of them?
Rosa?
Are they gone? All of them?
Aye. It's over.
All right. I'll let you in. You can come in now.
So,
It doesn't feel much like her.
don't worry about the mess.
That's nice. But no one can get back my mother and my books.
Right. We've got a...
That's true. You know, if everything were to go wrong at the Italian, would you still try to rescue my father?
The lives of allies are obviously the...
Not to mention, it wouldn't...
Don't worry. We'll either leave the...
Or not at all.
Are you mad at me because of what happened at Malashov?
Am I mad? That you wouldn't stoop to the level of those...
I'm sorry,
That's a good...
An apology is hardly enough for you to forgive me, I know. But I'd like to prove to you that I'm not...
Thank you. If you get the King's silver, my father and I will have to hide. And You and I will have...
Maybe it won't be necessary.
Maybe. But your duties are elsewhere. Capon's estate... Why should my father and I stay here anyway? Ziska's herd will be here tomorrow. Would you please leave me alone?
All right.
What about Vabag?
I was. But that was before we knew what to expect here.
Thank you. And you get...
Что делать-то надо? Она сказала прилечь и поспать.
They left no stone unturned. Oh, Christ. Oh, is it morning already? Ziska and the others will most likely be here by now. I should go and have a look.
Morning, Henry. Morning, Hans.
I see you're already here.
No, it actually went quite well. Credit where credit's due. He really helped him, Malishov. That hit to the gate came at just the right time. But sometimes I feel like letting something blow up next to mine. I'd be more interested in hearing what happened here yesterday. When we got here, it was like...
Some local...
What about Rosa?
I'm lucky...
Really? Anyway, I told the men to get rid of the bodies and clean up the place a little.
Quite the contrary.
How did it go with Vavak, anyway?
Well, after everything that happened, I didn't want to leave Rosa.
I understand. But go and see him as soon as possible.
Что, нет уже этой шлюхи здесь?
Well, did you get it sorted out?
Not a soul around. Very odd.
5 dozen eggs. What the? Henry? How the hell did you get in here?
I'm the one asking. What are you doing here?
I could be asking you the same thing. How much did they pay you to tell them about the mint?
Vivek was stealing from the town.
And I could happily continue if you weren't such an honest idiot. Instead of which, Fanush, Milosh, defend yourself.
Fuck you, whoreson.
I've been waiting for you. Let's see what you...
Бля, вот суки. Не могу понять, что мне делать надо. Понятно.
Well, that really is disgusting. Fuck you, Valak, wherever you are.
Excuse me.
Treatment. I thought I'd pluck it out of my head myself. Hurt like hell. But now, if people didn't stare at my scar all the time, I wouldn't...
I was at the Mint Master's...
Hold on. Everybody should be hearing this. Well, how did it go? Do you have the key?
Aye, I've got it. But it stinks a bit.
Quel puanteur! Put it away unless you want...
What about the Mint Master?
Vivek has disappeared. I found the key in his house. But I also met Christina Pisek there.
Good thing he didn't succeed.
He's dead.
At least he won't rat on us.
The main thing was to get the key. And what's worse is that we don't have anyone inside the... Let's get to the point. We must have everything ready, especially the way through to the court.
I should say so. If I'm going to send my men, I have to know
That'll be your job. And Brabant's go.
Excuse-moi?
Because you've been telling us you know the cut.
And I do, but not firsthand. Only from my maps and nobody will let men of my standing and...
What exactly are we supposed to do in that cellar?
Get as far as you can and mark the spot where Brabant's men will start digging.
I see.
Well, we have no idea what's really down there, so you...
Come now.
Rutard's daughter will tell you more. She came up with this part of the plan.
Where are the others, anyway?
They heard there was work to be done, so...
Did you do the work of 3, eh? At least with your mouth.
They're getting some wagons so we can move the silver. If Pisac wasn't lying, there's quite a hole there.
If Brabant doesn't want to go into the tunnels, I'll go with someone else.
With Ruthar's daughter, eh? One night...
I meant with somebody like Sam. He knows his way.
Oui.
Why not? Maybe the cold's down there.
What will you lot do in...
We'll be doing the planning. We've got to bring those captured Italians to the devil. They'll just sit tight till we give them back.
The main thing...
I'm gonna go explore...
What exactly?
Where...
They run some so... Right.
Tell me...
It's been
That's a very...
My father, he just...
What was...
It's a...
Has anyone...
No one...
Ways...
It leads...
Oh. What...
We need... When we...
But how...
You can...
So...
Well...
Thanks for the...
You...
All right, then. It appears we're supposed to go and mark the path for carrying out the silver.
I thought you were going with Brabant. He boasted that he knows those passageways.
I told him I'd rather go with you.
You made the right choice.
Oh,
Brabant would have talked your head off.
Well, are we ready to go and take a look underground?
Absolutely. Where is the entrance anyway?
In the kitchen.
That's a promising start.
Почему он сразу за ним не следует?
Let us go. That smell. How long have they been throwing shit down here? It is nearly up to my knees. Perish. And it's bloody slippery. The nerve of Žižka and Dry Devil. I give them coin, and they send me to wade through shit. Stay close to me. The path might branch off somewhere. We would not want you to get lost.
You won't scare me. I'm not a child.
You are scared shitless, I can tell. Ugh, that stench! I wonder what schmuck feels the need to hide his stuff down here. Hey, what is that? There is someone here.
You better hold it then. This is a holy ground.
Pinch me. Did you see it too?
Careful. Let him go! Hey, wake up!
Oh, what are you doing here?
Sitting around, twiddling our...
Is it not obvious? They are stealing from...
How did you get here?
We hid behind the altar. Then we broke in here at night when the church was...
We were gonna wait a while before we got to work.
Someone was a bit too keen and closed the lid of the...
So...
Serves you right.
Wait.
That's what I'd like.
Fuck off.
Suit yourself. We'll beat it out of you then. I'll get you.
Nothing here. We have to go somewhere else. It must be somewhere else. It does not go any further, so it has to be around here somewhere. Take a look around.
Oi, that sounds different. We have it.
Keep your eyes peeled.
That might do it.
Come, let us go back. Have you ever been to Kuttenberg? Before all this, I mean.
A long time ago. With Martin.
Is that so?
Aye. He was here on business and brought me along as help. But I didn't see much. Martin met with a customer in the morning, and we drove back home in the evening.
Perhaps we passed on the street and did not even know it. Oi, Gewalt.
Sam and I walked through the cellar as far as we could, and marked the spot where we should dig.
Well done. Brabant has found some men in the meantime. He may refuse to go down tunnels, but he does have his uses. Considering how much coin he promised them all. Oh, and while we're on the subject...
What now then? Have you come up with a way to get to the legate?
I should say... Hey, listen up, all of you. You're done for today, but get plenty of sleep. We'll chase you from your...
Oh, is that really necessary?
It is. We'll be riding...
Cardinal Podso goes to bed with the chickens and gets up before the crack of dawn. After the morning prayer, he eats breakfast together. Most regular folks are asleep at that time.
If we don't persuade...
Should we be prepared for a fight?
That shouldn't be necessary. Godwin insisted he'll sort things out peacefully. And while...
So what exactly...
Like I said, stand beside...
Exactly.
Is everyone going?
Everyone except Capon, Brabant, Catherine and Rosa.
What? Am I just supposed to sit on my ass with the women?
At least you'll get your beauty sleep. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
It's true we shouldn't leave.
Too fucking right. And don't you worry, Lord Capon. If anyone...
Keep your jokes to yourself, Tom.
You took the words right...
Oh, come on. Lighten up a bit, eh?
All right. Let's get to work.
Report to me tomorrow morning, is that clear?
What now?
Come on then. Show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. Well, that's no great loss. You didn't have much anyway. Oh, no, not good.
Оп, солонинки спиздить. Кусок сыра. Нельзя? Ну ладно.
those few days.
How are you looking?
Unfortunately, no,
You not
there's not.
Where did you...
From a he probably.
How did he...
He felt.
I'm sorry.
Can't be.
Good luck then.
Thanks.
Can we go to the...
I reckon it's too late and we have to leave before...
Buono il pollo, eminenza. Così così, eh?
Così così,
da queste parti fa un po' cagare.
Ma che diavolo? Come cazzo vi permettete? Eh?
Sit the fuck down.
Nos non. Oh, fuck. Nos non quer vos nos vos non vulnerabo. Nobis est petitio. No. Proposal. Ragazio. Ita. Ragazio.
Can you cut it short? Fuck! Don't interrupt! Latin is tough when you're sober.
Andiamo! Forza! After them! They mustn't get away!
Бля, ну только не драться на конях. Даже вообще пиздец.
Stai attento!
Quick! Ka! Quick! Ka! Quick! Ka!
Stai attento!
Ka!
Stai attento!
Ka!
No! Ti stare a scafo! Stai attento!
И как мне его поймать?
Figlio di puttana!
Go! Ka! Ka!
Figlio di puttana!
Go!
Figlio di puttana!
Ka! Go!
Più veloce! Spara! Vieni, uccicai!
Ka! Quick!
Ti ucciderò! Vieni,
Ka!
uccicai! Ti ucciderò!
Ka! Ka! Quick!
Figlio di puttana!
Ka! Ka!
Fate qualcosa!
Ka! Ka!
Più veloce!
Ka! Ka!
Spara!
Ka!
Se non sei visto che... Spara!
Это пиздец.
No, ti stare a scafo!
А как я вначале так ускорился?
Ti ucciderò!
Ka!
Ti ucciderò!
Qualcosa!
ucciderò.
Go!
Figlio di puttana.
Go!
Spara. Spara.
Go! Go!
Trzymaj się ich blisko, Henry. Spara. Ci ucciderò. Szybciej. Più veloce. Skurwynęty. Spara.
Go!
Stai attento.
Я не понимаю, как я ускоряюсь вначале, и потом просто теряю эту скорость.
Ti ucciderò.
Go! Go!
Spara.
Go!
Stai attento.
Fate qualcosa!
Figlio di puttana.
Ci uccideranno!
Più veloce.
Ci uccideranno!
E ora seguo tutti. Figlio di puttana. Vieni, uciekaj. Più veloce. Stai attento.
Quick.
Trzymaj się ich blisko, Henry. Ti ucciderò. Spara. Szybciej. Figlio di puttana. Ti ucciderò. Ti ucciderò. Kerlava jaki szybko. Più veloce. No, ty stara szkapa. Stai attento.
Go! Go!
Stai attento.
Go!
Figlio di puttana. Stai attento. La ti kerlava jaki szybki. Più veloce. Ti ucciderò. Trzymaj się blisko, figlio di puttana. Spara. No, ty stara szkapa. Figlio di puttana.
А, я типа на капслок нажимаю. А ну-ка попробуем.
Spara.
Go! Quick!
Figlio di puttana.
Quick!
Più veloce. Vieni, uciekaj. Figlio di puttana.
Go!
La ti kerlava jaki szybki. Figlio di puttana. Spara. Szybciej. No jest. Stai attento.
Если меня даже эти обгоняют.